Hi guys. Yeah, I'm here in Michigan right now. Well, I'm getting ready to go. Today's Sunday. I've been here all week here at my house. I had to replace these steps you see in the back. The wood was all rotten, and I was going to try to repaint them, but I realized it was too rotten, so I just pulled them out and replaced all the wood. I put an extra step at the top. Where the cat is now. People didn't like that, having to step over that opening, so I added that, and I'm gonna leave these cure out all summer, and then I'll make them match the color. Anyway, I just was checking out my video that I was going to release pretty soon. I promised you guys that I'd tried to document fixing up that old cabin I've got at the lake where I'm going to go. I'm going to go fishing. Anyway, I thought I'd just make this little pre video. And the video is about the bathroom I had to fix up, and that was quite a chore. But anyway, things I left out. I left out a lot of things. The ceiling, I put in ceiling tiles up there, so I wouldn't have to take the time to try to patch all the ceiling. I only did that to the living room and the bathroom. But the bathroom, it's holding up pretty well. Anyway, I'm going to go back to the cabin, and probably the next video I make will be the living room. You've already got a glimpse of that in this video. I'm getting ready to leave. You notice I turn off the water and stuff. Yeah, I just leave the door closed there, and that's the only room that I keep heat in it. Here around Michigan or northern Indiana, winters will freeze your lines and tear up everything. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to make this little pre-video so you can see who the hell I am. Just me. This is where I live, here in Michigan. I'll just do a little quick pan around here. And I've been finding a few mushrooms here in my woods. Just enough to eat. That's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, some mushrooms. Morel mushrooms. Yeah, it's just the first week of May right now. So I'll see you later. Watch my video. Thanks. Bye. Let me stand back so you can get an idea where we're at. So that's the kitchen over there. I'm standing in the living room. So that's the door. That door was there. It was crooked as hell, but it was there. So I didn't have to replace the door. I just had to fix it. So this is the bathroom. As you can see, this is what we're done here. If you need more light, I'll put up more light. It's an overhead light here. Lots of light. Restore, restore, restore. This, when you walk in here, this is what you saw. Except there was a sink right here. Sink, you can still see probably the plumbing under there. There was a sink there, a little sink. It was just sitting there. You could flop it around. That's how they bring the water into the house. Somebody had already, let me turn this light on. See that I didn't do that plumbing. That plumbing was here. That was some of the good stuff. They did a nice job there. Put in a manifold and everything. Made it easy for me. This is what the walls looked like. This was actually, you could see the wall. All the walls were like this. Except some of them were even painted. And so I didn't paint. This is what the walls look like. There was a light hanging here. Swag light over the sink. So anyway, and the wall stopped right there. Well, I had to put in this wall, this little knee wall. Oops, turn off the light. I'll back up. Whoa. This wall wasn't here. You see that notch right there? The wall wasn't there. So basically the shower was just sticking out there, just dangling around. It wasn't fastened to anything. So got that door. It's kind of weird because the handle's way up in the middle. That's probably why I got it so cheap. Anyway, and it's pretty much waterproof. I wanted to get something that humidity wouldn't eat up. Anyway, that's that. There's a shower, a little standalone shower called the Derna stall. It's adequate. If you're not too big, you can actually turn around in it. Those are curtains that my wife made. There's the ceiling I'm talking about, and one of the other things we had to do, we started working on this in October. Yeah, October in northern Indiana. We were fighting the cold weather all the way. So I knew when I made some storm windows, and with storm windows you can't open the window. So I knew I was going to need a fan. So as soon as the first thing I did was put in this light here, put in a ceiling fan, which is basically it's a bathroom fan. Put that in, and when I was putting that in, I noticed we had absolutely no insulation. And then I put in this ceiling tile. There was a soil pipe that went down here, all the way down the wall, up and over to the sink. Basically, the sewer gas can't come up into your sink. It shoots it up into out of the roof. But it was unsightly, so I made a box around that. And remember, everybody's wanting to use the bathroom while I'm doing this. And there's the toilet. I didn't have to fix anything with the toilet. It worked. And the heater was already here. And then I put this in. This unit I got from Restore. I'll back up as far as I can here, so you can see. Oops, I'm gonna try to get this. Okay, stop. Actually, I forgot about that. When I first came here, there was over here there was a washer and dryer, and it was an electric dryer that had a 220 outlet. There's actually a 220 outlet behind there, behind these drawers somewhere. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, we put in I wired in ground fault circuits here. You can see, because they're over the sink. I know when I was working on this, I remember the first couple of days, I'm like, where do I begin? You know, where do I begin? Because I didn't know how, I hadn't purchased this yet. And I hadn't been here long enough to know if it was even possible to put plumbing over there. I hadn't been under the house more than a few feet. But it worked out okay. It just took me longer than it should have. But I wasn't here all the time. 2-hour drive. It's a 2-hour drive from my house to here. And it's a 1-hour drive, or a little less than a 1 hour, to the nearest town, which is Fort Wayne, Indiana, which has a Lowe's. There's just no lumber yards or anything around here. There's a Walmart about 12 miles away. I didn't even know that was here at first. I mean, it had been 60, 70, well, I suppose 50 years since I'd fished any of these lakes around here. So that's what you see when you walk in. Closing the door, that way I want to heat in one room. Bolt the door. Leave one light on. Stove is just going to burn out. It's almost done. Take your shoes.